Hey man, whoop. You trying to get home? You ain't cold or nothing?
No. Okay. Stuff like what happened in that video, if you go watch that one and the next 3 on that page, that kind of stuff is why I expose this kind of stuff right here. So any police officers or anybody who don't like what I expose and share, that's why, okay? Another reason would be stuff like Nova Scotia and what they're doing, okay? The government does not own the land. The government is not even real, and there is no valid government. These are businesses, all right, acting as government, and the people have no obligation to obey these businesses' policies that they call laws. That right there is the United States Constitution. Every criminal prosecution is prosecuted under that top one, commerce. How many times have you ever heard of theft, rape, or murder prosecuted under Article 1, Section 10, an offense against the law of nations? The law of nations being a treatise, okay? How many times you ever heard of any criminal prosecution prosecuted as an offense against the law of nations? Never, because all crimes are prosecuted under commerce. Look at that. Look at that. Is kidnapping commercial? I mean, it might be commerce if someone kidnaps someone to extort them out of money, but what if their purpose wasn't for money? What if their purpose is to kidnap them and put them in the basement to do all kinds of things to them for years and years, but it's commercial. Right there. Kidnapping is a commercial crime. No, kidnapping is an offense against the law of nations and should be prosecuted as such. But they can't make no money off of prosecuting offenses against the law of nations. They can't make no money prosecuting under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 10. They have to prosecute under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3 in order to make money off of the criminal prosecutions. It's all a scam, a fraud, and unlawful. That's why I expose what these words mean. Whenever a police officer says those 2 words, you're not supposed to hear those 2 words. You're supposed to be hearing that other word. Look at that, read that right there. What does it say? I can't read it on here because they'll be removed. They'll probably remove this. Okay, pretend I'm a police officer and I make a traffic stop. By the way, traffic is commerce. Read the law dictionary. Okay? Excuse me, sir. Do you know why I pulled the company over? No, sir, I don't. Well, the company does not have a valid registration on the vehicle. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Does the company have the license for the company to do traffic? No, sir, I don't. Okay. Step out of the car. I'm placing the company under arrest. When a police officer or a judge says those 2 words, they're saying that other word legally. They're not speaking common English. That is what it legally means. And it's codified in 20 CFR 422.402. Codified law. Not law dictionary, codified in the law. It's a fraud, people. And again, for any police officer or anybody else who thinks I'm the bad guy for exposing this fraud, these are the reasons. This earth does not belong to the United States government or the Canadian government. Government is not real. All right? No government is real. It's all fictional characters, artificial persons. But stuff like this, the abusive overreach of powers, the absurd, insane, arbitrary, biased, and prejudicial powers are why I am exposing what those words mean. I'm not the bad guy here. And again, there is lawful ways, justifiable ways to prosecute crimes. But they can't make no money, and it very, very limits the authority of law enforcement. They can't just arbitrarily make rules and regulations and force it on the people.